Hi, I'm Irene, a yoga and mindfulness teacher, and we're now on to day 6 of the 7-day yoga program. So the idea of this program is to help set you up to feel comfortable with having a home practice yoga routine. So the focus today is going to be on hip openers. So we'll be creating space around outer hip and also around the inner thighs. And it's going to be particularly important here to focus a little on the exhale and relax opening into the pose. So hip openers can feel quite tight. There can be a lot of tension that's been built up over a period of time. So by using a nice deep breath, that can help relieve some of that tension. If you're ready, give the video a thumbs up, subscribe perhaps to the channel. And now let's roll out our mat and get started. So let's start with some sun salutations. You can come to the front of the mat. Use the inhale to reach the arms high, look up. Exhale, fold forward over the legs. Inhale, lengthen through the chest. Exhale, left foot steps back. And on the inhale, start to reach up through the arms. Exhale, hands lower down and step back to downward dog. Taking one breath in and one breath out. Inhale now, left foot steps forward, lower the right knee. Inhaling, arms come high. Exhale, hands lower down, step the right foot forward, open the chest on the inhale. Exhaling to fold forward. Inhale, arms come high, look up. Exhale, lower the hands down. We'll do another round. Again on the inhale, arms come high, look up. Exhaling to fold forward. Inhale, lengthen through the chest. Exhale, right foot steps. And on the inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, lower down and step to your downward dog. Again, taking one breath in and one breath out. Inhale now, right foot steps forward, reach the arms high, maybe look up. Exhale, lower the hands down. Step that left foot forward, open the chest on your inhale. Exhaling to fold forward. Inhale, arms come high, look up. And exhale, lowering the arms all the way down again. Great. So moving now to the Warrior Two pose. So you can have your right foot still facing forward, left foot steps back. And then you're going to face the belly to the long side, bend into your right knee, draw the right knee out to the right side, and then start as you reach the arms out to gaze over your right arm. So if you can keep allowing your left hip to drop down and soften. Right knee is also drawing forward and a little to the right side. Staying one more breath. And then exhale from here, straightening the leg, transitioning straight away, triangle pose, Trikonasana. Right arm drawing down, left arm up. Gaze up to that left arm here. Allowing the right leg to be long, allowing spine to be long. Crown of the head reaches away from the hip. And then inhaling, coming all the way up. Exhale, pivot the feet to the opposite side. So left knee starts to bend for your Warrior Two pose. Gaze over the left hand as you keep that right arm still lifted. Allowing the hips to draw open. Staying one more breath. And then exhale, left leg lengthens and coming to your triangle pose, Trikonasana. So lowering that left arm down, reach the right arm up. Seeing if you can keep the belly firm here. Nice steady breath. Staying one more breath. And then on the inhale, come all the way back up, turning the feet back to the front of the mat and stepping forward here. Now transitioning through a sun salutation. On the inhale, reach the arms high, look up. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale, lengthen through the chest. Keep that right foot forward, left foot steps back. Lower the left knee down. And on the inhale, arms come high, hips sink forward. So keeping here really the focus on what's happening in your hips as you sink the hips a little bit more forward on your next inhale. And then exhale, drawing the hips back, maybe lifting the right toe, maybe drawing also arms back on your exhale. And then on the inhale, send the weight forward and drop the weight of the hips down. Exhale again, draw the hips back. Option to lean a little forward. And inhale, sinking forward, arms come high. One last time, exhale, sinking hips back. Maybe lean a little forward. Last time, hips sink forward, arms lift up. And then exhale, lower hands down. And from here, step back to your hands and knees and change sides. So left foot is stepping forward. Sink your right hip forward. And at the same time, lifting up through the arms. Exhale, drawing the hips back. Option again to reach also arms back. And inhaling, sinking forward. Exhale as you draw hips back. And inhaling, coming forward. Last time, draw the hips back. Pausing a little in the pose. And then coming all the way back forward on your inhale. Exhale, hands lower down and coming to your hands and knees. From the hands and knees, coming to the pigeon pose on the right side. So right knee comes towards the right wrist. Left leg comes back, and you can just support under right hip with some sort of cushion as you need. And then on the inhale, we're going to lift up with the chest. And on the exhale, keeping the fingertips light as you fold. Inhaling, coming up. And exhale to fold. Inhale again, lifting up. And exhale this time, folding. Arms can come in front. So you can pause here, either resting the elbows down or maybe making a support for the head. Nice, slow and steady breath. Staying here, one more breath. And then slowly coming up on your inhale, transitioning back through your hands and knees, and then coming to the left side. So carefully bringing that left knee forward. Checking right toes are pointing back. Fingertips stay light. Exhale, fold forward. And on the inhale, start to lift. Exhaling again, lightly fold. Inhaling, coming up. One last time, folding this time. Arms can come in front. Again, just folding to a place that feels comfortable. Relaxing and sinking your left hip. Staying here, one more breath. And then slowly finding your way back up on the inhale to your hands and knees. And then you can just cross the legs and come to a seated position. So we're coming to Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose. Soles of the feet are together, knees are apart. You can just play a little bit around with how close the heels come to the hip. If the hips feel quite tight and the knees are higher, you might find it nice to place some sort of cushion under there. Just help the hips relax a little down on their own. Also, by having the hands behind, this gives you a little bit more that possibility to sink down with the hips. The hands can either be behind or a little in front as you tuck the chin down to your chest. And choosing to stay here upright, or if you want, you could just start to play a little bit with folding a little deeper forward. So you might just be exaggerating a little bit that fold and stretch on the inner thigh. You can also just be relaxing the head here, letting the back round. And staying here 2 more breaths. Slowly, when you're ready, finding your way back up. And bring hands to the outside of the knees come together. And then come to lie down on the back, hugging the knees into your chest. And come to happy baby pose next. So knees, with the help of the hands, can come a little wider. And then you lift the feet up and you're sliding the hands up towards the ankles or outsides of the feet. Now, ideally, the ankle and knee are kind of in one line reaching up rather than feet dropping down or wide out to the side. But this might sort of take some time to get that position. So you can just, meet yourself where you are. Other things you can watch is how connected does your lower back feel to the mat. If you can allow the lower back to sink down. And then you could also be just rocking a little here from side to side. We'll stay here 2 more breaths. And then if you're still rocking, just come back to the center, releasing the feet, and hug a moment the knees into your chest. Finally coming to lie on the back with soles of the feet together, knees apart. So going to Supta, Baddha Konasana. Hands can be resting on the inner thighs here, and you can just softly close the eyes. This is our final pose that you can start to find also some relaxation in. Seeing if you can particularly focus on your exhale. With every exhale, just relaxing and releasing any tension as you sink your body a little bit more heavily into the ground. Stay here another 5 slow and steady breaths. And then you can just be gradually from here deepening your breath, breathing down to the toes and up to the crown of your head. And then slowly making movements, hugging once more the knees into your chest. And then roll over onto one side and find your way up to a seated position. So if you enjoyed this practice, give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so that you stay in touch with the future days we've got coming. If you're wanting to practice this again, you can of course follow the video once more to be guided in real time. I've also developed a practice workbook where you have lovely pictures of each pose, a special page for each day of the week that we're going through, as well as a calendar where you can kind of follow along your progress. So you can find that link for the practice workbook, download in the comments. Thanks for joining, and I'll see you next time.